You know it's truly E3 season when we got Jez Corden is dropping code names for games that are not even out yet, especially multiple games being created by Xbox themselves. We have a brand new Blizzard IP coming out, we have more information about Project Belfry, maybe a AAA game coming out for Xbox. Not to mention we also have Jeff Grubb talking about a streaming puck and Samsung app Xbox is trying to bring out. There's a whole lot of information here, so let's get right into it because Xbox is truly on fire. Hey, what's up everyone? Thanks for stopping by and checking out the video. Remember to hit that subscribe button and that like button. That support is greatly appreciated. And if you want to be notified on future content, hit that small little bell icon. And if you want to go that extra mile to support the channel, hit that join button. All right, enough of that. Let's get right into these games, these events, and even some new hardware that we have that's coming out. Because right now, since E3 is just a month away, people are starting to hear things when it comes to Xbox and Bethesda and all these other studios and publishers. But not only Xbox, it's also hearing about things like Blizzard and their new survival AAA game that's coming out. I mean, it's truly the time of E3 season and leaks and rumors because we all know that Xbox is gearing up for a massive Xbox and Bethesda event. We all know that Call of Duty Modern Warfare is gearing up to reveal their new game and engine. Not to mention EA and all these other publishers like Ubisoft are rumored to bring out all these events showcasing just about everything they're making. Not to mention the new Battle Royale with Warzone 2. There's so much information. But for now, let's hone it down and bring it down to what Blizzard is making with their new game, something that Jez Corden confirmed and talks about right here. The codename of this game, which Jez Corden brought out, is Project Odyssey. Here's what's said and what's known about the game and what was announced. Blizzard is embarking on our next quest. We are going on a journey to a whole new universe, home to a brand new survival game for PC and console. A place full of heroes we have yet to meet, stories yet to be told, and adventures yet to be lived. A vast realm of possibility waiting to be explored. So we know who Blizzard are, we know what type of game they make. This game has been announced and they've talked about it and it's been in development for over 4 years apparently. Yet we haven't seen gameplay or anything of the sort, so I'm really waiting to just see what this game is all about because survival games aren't really my forte. I mean, the survival games that have come out have been like 7 Days to Die, Valheim, even Division had a survival aspect mode in it in its first iteration, which I found was pretty fun, but again, it doesn't grab my attention. All I have to say is that I'm excited because this is a new IP project from Blizzard and they haven't made a new IP since Overwatch back in 2016, which won Game of the Year and sold over 50 million units. So I just want to see what they have in store. I want to see what kind of game they're making, and we all know when Blizzard makes a game, it's pretty much always going to be a hit. Don't get me wrong, I understand they've had some misses, but those are so few and far between that it's become a point where whenever Blizzard brings out a game, it becomes an event. Blizzard doesn't make new IPs, so that's what I'm waiting for, that's what I want to see, and I'm excited to see them take all these games, like a survival game, and make it into a AAA quality game. Something that survival games don't really have. And to some extent, even State of Decay 2, which is an awesome survival game, isn't AAA. And the next one is going to be, especially with all the development and new studio resources that Undead Labs got. This is why I'm excited to see what Blizzard can do with this new genre and this new IP. But outside of that, let's get into this new project, Belfry, a game that Jez Corden has talked about before. I even reported about this game a while back, but we have some new information and we can talk about that right here. In fact, let's just go into what Jez Corden had to say on his podcast. Has a cloud component, multiplayer, cloud servers, and social hub like Destiny. He states that these features may have been canceled, but he doesn't think so. I suppose there's an outside chance that if they were planning multiplayer, that at some point it got canceled or something like that, but I don't think so. He doesn't know whether the multiplayer component will be co-op or competitive. Pretty good chance it will be at the show this year as it's been in development since 2019. Could also come out this year, but not sure. This is made by Stoic, the studio behind the Banner Saga, supposed to have an art style similar to Princess Mononoke. Side-scroller centers around a belfry bell tower, previously rumored by both Jeff Grubb and Jez Corden. The Banner Saga games are very well made games. No one denies that. I mean, the trilogy in that is truly awesome. I really recommend everybody check it out. It's a smaller game, AA, but man is it fun. But I don't think that the studio making this game is making a massive AAA game like it was previously speculated. But it's still a game being developed by Xbox and a third-party developer, something they've been doing a lot of. They've been locking down a lot of third-party developers to make exclusive games for Xbox Game Pass or the Xbox platform in general. And then we we have the Banner Saga Trilogy studio making this, and I have to say, I truly think people need to check this game out and that trilogy out. It was one of those games that I saw way back in the day, and I honestly thought, man, this looks pretty cool. Gave it a try and loved it. Go to it, check it out, because this studio is very talented. But then Jez Gordon talked about the rumor of this game coming out in 2022 and coming to Game Pass day and date, which would expand the amount of games coming out this year. And if you're looking at Xbox this year, you know that it's pretty dry. Outside of Starfield, Redfall, and the rumored Forza Motorsport, there ain't that many games coming out first party wise for Xbox, or even exclusive wise. I'm sure they locked down some second party deals, and we'll see those come out on Game Pass, and they're trying to pad that out with third party deals. But I want to see first-party games come out, and I'm thinking that this year is the last year we're going to make excuses for them. So let's hope this new game comes out, this Belfry game, and let's hope other games come out as they have that show in that E3 showing. But now, let's shift over to this new hardware that is coming out for Xbox. There's been a massive rumor coming out that a puck-like device is in development over at Xbox, which can help you game anywhere you are. This is coming from very credible sources and might be something we see at this year's Xbox Bethesda event. In fact, let's just go into what is being reported right here. Microsoft is done waiting for you to come to Xbox. Instead, the company is gearing up to bring Xbox to wherever you are. This is part of the company's Xbox Everywhere initiative, which is expanded yesterday by adding Fortnite to Xbox Cloud Gaming. While you can already stream games from the cloud to your phone and PC, Microsoft also has plans to expand access through your family room television, according to people familiar with the plans. In the next 12 months, Microsoft plans to release an Xbox Cloud Gaming streaming device. This will likely look like an Amazon Fire Stick or perhaps a small Roku-like puck. And like a Roku, the Xbox streaming device will enable you to access movie and TV services in addition to a library of games through Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. This sounds like a jack-of-all-trades type of device, streaming your home entertainment like Netflix, Disney+, Hulu, whatever you watch, but also having access to the Xbox library of games you own, or if you're subscribed to Xbox Game Pass, which I think is the ultimate goal they want you to do. This goes well for the ecosystem that Xbox is trying to build. I think it fits well with the casual fans that just want access to Game Pass or the Xbox game libraries without having to spend $500 on a console, especially if you have a great internet provider that can stream games for you. So that's what I think this is all about, going after the casual market. This isn't here to replace the Xbox console or any hardware. No, they're always going to have that for PC gamers, for console gamers. No matter what, you could go buy the hardware, play it locally. But let's say you're somebody that doesn't want to drop that much money on a console or that much money on a PC. You can go get this device, plug it into your TV, and bam, you have access to everything you need. Not only just the games, but also streaming services like Netflix and all the other ones we talked about. This seems like a far departure to what Sony is doing, and is also a big change to the gaming ecosystem. Sony wants you to just buy their console for now, while Xbox is trying to be everywhere all at once for gamers to play. They aren't relying on the console sales and the console supply chain blocks that have been happening like Sony is. No, Xbox is trying to bring it everywhere. No matter where you are, you get to play Xbox and make yourself an Xbox gamer. And speaking about going everywhere, there's rumors that Xbox might be at Gamescom, something that Jez Gordon talked about that is going to happen. They'll have an in-person presence, which is usually held in Germany, I believe, and so that's different than E3 this year. There's not going to be any live event. There's not going to be anybody inside talking about this stuff at like a big stadium like they usually do with E3. So at Gamescom, they might be able to get some room there, get some floor space, and put some games out there so people can play, mingle with the fans of Xbox, and just talk to people. That's what I think Xbox is going to be doing here. Now, I will say that Xbox is focused on two main events: the Xbox and Bethesda showcase that's happening this summer in about a month, and Jeff Keighley's Game Awards and Summerfest that are coming out, and those are probably the second priority. Then there comes Gamescom, which is probably the third priority, and I have to say, the in-person aspect is probably what they're concentrating on. I don't think there's going to be any big announcements there. Last year's Gamescom was very lackluster. Xbox was just there, talked about a few things, said, hey, this is coming to Game Pass, and that was pretty much it. I don't expect any big event or them walking out on stage and announcing anything. Gamescom is just for people to go there, try out games, and them to just mingle with the people that are fans of their console and their ecosystem. That's all it's about. I don't think it's going to be anything big, but hey, if they're there, that's awesome. They have a presence, and we'll pay attention just in case they talk about anything or bring out anything that we're like, wow, and they announce something. But of course, they could announce something big, and you never know. Plus, all of this information we just discussed is insane. They have multiple new games in development, new hardware in development coming out that's going to be insane, and they're also going to be a part of so many events from the rumors that are coming out. And we didn't even get into Activision's new Call of Duty, which will potentially be an Xbox game if the deal closes out by next year. They'll be in the same realm as Blizzard if that deal happens. So I wouldn't be surprised if next year, if the deal closes, we'll get multiple shows and marketing surrounding Xbox and Xbox Game Pass, with Xbox Game Studios, Bethesda, Blizzard, Activision. Think about that for a second. All those studios and publishers bringing out games every single year for Xbox Game Pass day and date, and so you're going to be there getting all those expansions for WoW, all those expansions for games coming out, and it's going to be there on Game Pass day and date. That's why the news for Xbox is going to pick up in the next couple of months, if not the next year. And while there will be multiple events for Xbox and BlizzCon, Call of Duty events, they'll have everything there. Being an Xbox fan is going to be a year-round thing from now on. So buckle up. And just get ready for the amount of content that we're about to have, because I truly think that Xbox is putting their foot on the gas and they're trying to go full speed ahead this generation. They aren't trying to middle with things. This isn't 2013 or 2014 all the way to 2015 anymore. That's not those years anymore where Xbox was barely getting funding, didn't have any first-party studios, didn't have any games, didn't have anything going for them, especially on a weak console. No, that's not what it is anymore. This is a different generation, this is a different Xbox, and this is a different gaming world. The ecosystem of gaming is going to change. There's going to be more consolidation. Studios are going to be buying up content. Sony's going to buy stuff. Xbox is going to buy stuff. And there's going to be so many third-party, first-party, second-party announcements coming out that it's going to make our heads spin. There's so many projects in development, and we're going to be here for everything. But enough of what I think about all this. Tell me what you think about all this. Are you excited for all these games that just leaked? Do you think we'll get some surprise releases at the Xbox E3 event? Will Summer Game Fest with Jeff Keighley get an Xbox announcement? What other Blizzard or Activision games are in development that you're excited for? Can you see Xbox bringing out yet another device to get even more Xbox gamers onto their platform? Or do you think they'll concentrate on the console and PC first and then go into the cloud a little later down the line in this generation? Go down below and let me know. And I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please hit that subscribe button and that like button. The support helps out the channel more than you know. And give me a follow on Twitter at Zalker87. I'm always on there talking games and sharing my latest videos. Plus, I love interacting with everyone there, so get on Twitter and let's talk about gaming. Also, follow me on Xbox Live. My gamertag is Zalker87, just like my channel name. See what games I'm playing, and let's compete in achievements for the month. So right now, I'm not going to lie, I've been playing a lot of two games: Apex Legends and Assassin's Creed Valhalla. For Valhalla, I've been jumping into it a lot on my PC, which is my laptop that I took home because I went to visit my mom over Mother's Day. By the way, happy Mother's Day to everybody out there. And I was just playing a bunch of Valhalla there during the night, just hanging out. It was great. I get to do that because of Ubisoft Connect. I can connect my PC, my console, all of it all together, and just play my games any way I want, which is great, and the saves transfer. So I've been jumping into that and having a blast. I'm loving Valhalla. I think it's a lot of fun. I know it's a little different than Odyssey and Origins, but hey, I think it's great. And I've been jumping into Apex Legends because I'm playing a lot of ranked. I don't care what anybody says. I love Apex Legends. I think it's the best BR out there. I was having fun with Warzone. Still solid. The resurgence thing is great. But Apex Legends just feels better to me. I love the shooting. I love the mechanics. I love everything about it. The classes, the maps. It's just so much content, so much fun. And I think they have a new season coming out, so I'll be jumping into that. But what have you been playing? Have you been playing something on your Xbox, your PC, your PS5? Let me know, because I really do care about what people are playing, because sometimes people suggest games to me that I don't even know about, and then I go check it out, and I love it. And not to mention, sometimes it's on Game Pass or it's on sale somewhere, and I just grab it, play it, and have a blast with it. So let me know in the comments down below. What are you playing right now? Are you waiting for E3? Are you waiting for a new game to come out? Or are you playing something right now that you've been into for a couple months, like Elden Ring or something? Go down below and let me know. And that's all for now. Thanks for watching, and until next time, remember, enjoy your gaming. Later.